Welcome. I'm Sharada Devi. It is day 5. I'm so happy to be here with you again. I am your guide for this next... How many more days we have left? 36 minus 5, 31 days. We are on the Ritualise Your Life challenge on day 5. And I want to welcome you, those that are joining today live. Teo is here, and please say hello, especially if you joined for the first time. And if you also have been following the challenge, I'd love to hear from you how it has been for you. How have these days been, and especially yesterday, the step number 4, a little bit an unusual one, taking our temperature. And if we don't take our temperature, then it was the step where we honor our sacred creative energy center, the vessel, and honoring our creative force and sanctifying all our actions. Let them be an offering and invoking the right attitude. The right attitude meaning that attitude to be able to receive everything with glad acceptance. Hello everyone. So let me know in the comments, and any questions that you have, any things that have come up for you as well, challenges, all is welcomed. So I'm going to take a moment and let everyone arrive, and we say our prayer to invoke the blessing of Ganesha to remove the obstacles so that we can have our day 5 today and the continuation of the next days that are to come, and also Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, for this step 5 to this initiation into step 5. It's a very beautiful one. I really love it. It's dedicated to the earth as the sacred being. So if you want, you can chant after me. Visualize that majestic elephant in front of you, the one that removes all obstacles in our life, helping us to become a contributor instead of being a competitor. And Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, she who helps us to see clearly what is ultimately true and what is untrue. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And 3 more times. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And then to Saraswati. Aim Hrim Om Saraswatye Namaha. And 3 more times. Aim Hrim Om Saraswatye Namaha. Aim Hrim Om Saraswatye Namaha. Aim Hrim Om Saraswatye Namaha. Om. So lovely to see you all. So many of you are coming again and joining here. Katarina and Cindy, Suri, Tang, Sandy, Rebecca, Sandra, Sir, Sarah, Ire. So wonderful. And I'm also a little bit excited, very much actually, and I have some butterflies in my stomach, and maybe you notice I have an extra big smile because I have a very special friend here in front of me. She's right there. Maybe you've heard her singing and chanting. Dee, she just came here to visit me, and I just picked her up, and we've been sharing stories, and very, very, very dear heart sister. And feel so touched and grateful that she has come to visit me, and we have so many things to share, so much in common, our love for prayers and devotion, depths and truths. She has a most wonderful school in Cornwall at the end of the land that she just opened and poured her heart into the last 3 years. And maybe we're going to do there something actually, where heart-storming and envisioning she's a true witch from Lebanon originally. So I'm so happy she's here with me. So you can feel her energy. She's behind there, the camera, smiling at me. Okay, so Vega says, I didn't manage yet to bring the ritual into my morning. I feel behind because I didn't watch the first two. Is there a recap that would help me? Yes, I mean, all the lives that I've done, they're all on my feed. So you can go to day 1 and there I introduce step 1. And if it feels like it's too long, that 1 hour, I know they were supposed to be like 10, 15, 20 minutes, these lives, but somehow they turn into 1 hour because, yeah, the ones that have been live here, you've been felt your presence, and there have been so many great questions, and the teachings just have come through. So they've been a little bit longer than I had planned originally, but they're all there. So step 1, step 2, and if you just want to have the gist, there's also the second post where I posted just the mantra, just the gesture, and a short description of the meaning is in the description. So basically, like step 1 was to acknowledge your presence just before you wake up. How do we do that before you wake up? And it's that moment when we're just about to wake up and we recognize, I find myself here in this room, in this body, and there's this moment often. Sometimes it's immediate, you already immediately identify, but you can start to pay attention and see there is this moment before we almost wake up, and there's no identity with the body, with the role, with where you are, and you just find yourself here. And then, boof, the identity comes back. Oh, I'm the mother, I'm the father, I'm the CEO, and I have all these things to do today, and then we rush out. But when we take that moment to recognize, wow, I'm actually no one, but I am an existent being, and here in that moment we acknowledge that we exist. Like we take our existence for granted. And so this first step of the day is so crucial, to recognize that you cannot take your existence for granted. You did not know that you would wake up this morning, last night when you went to bed. And so I shared with you how my teacher would say every night when we would depart, because I've been living with my teacher for so many years, and every night when we would depart after satsang, if we wake up tomorrow, we'll see each other. If we wake up, we never can take for granted that we're going to wake up in this same body. And so the moment we wake up, or before we wake up, Anandoham, that's the mantra, Anandoham, or fullness I am, existence I am. And Anandoham means limitless existence I am, fullness I am. And then we imprint this in our mind, in our heart. And then throughout the day I remember that, because there are many times throughout the day when I forget that I'm an existent being and a full, complete being. That has to be discovered. You know that you exist, we take it for granted, but we don't know that the existent being that I am is limitless and full and complete. That is unknown to us. Again, that's the whole purpose of the spiritual journey. That's the whole purpose of the Veda. That's the whole purpose of any spiritual tradition, to help us see that we are a full and complete limitless being. In a nutshell, short recap. Then the second one, the acknowledgement of our inhalation and exhalation. I exist, I can breathe, and the breath is given. So inhaling I receive, exhaling I am protected. The mantra was Yoga Kshema iti prana panayoho. Inhaling, exhaling. Yoga means the universe will get for me what I don't have yet. In this context, yoga has different meanings. Here it means it will get for me what I have not yet gained. It will gain for me what I have not yet gained. And Kshema means it will protect. It protects. So what I already have, it will protect it. And what I have not yet, it will gain for me. And we see that in our inhalation and in our exhalation. Like when you exhale, I'm already inhaling again, and the breath is given. And so we contemplate on that truth, on the inhalation and exhalation. In a recap, short. Then the third one was what? We look at the hands. We look at the hands and acknowledge that we are able to engage. We are meant to engage. We were given a body. We were given hands. And hands are meant to create, meant to do, meant to reach out, meant to give. The hands are, like you see, the fingers are open. We have not, the hands are not like this. The hands would by nature like this, maybe would mean like we are here to just take. But the hands are open. We're meant to give back, to create, to contribute. And so we superimpose the Great Mother at the base of the hand, the Great Mother that lives from unconditional love, gives from unconditional love. Then we have Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, so that whatever we do, it comes from knowledge, from dharma, from truth, based on universal values. And we see that what we are able to do, what we are able to say, what we are able to contribute, it doesn't belong to me. I'm not the creator of it or the creatrix. It was given to me. So how can I claim authorship to something that I have not created? At least I'm not the sole creator of anything. There has been 100,000 people before me who have contributed to discover this, whatever I've discovered. So in the Veda, you don't really find in the Upanishads, there's no author or copyright. The Veda belongs to Saraswati, belongs to the universe. So, and then we superimpose wealth and prosperity on the fingers. So then we're invoking that all my actions will bring prosperity and abundance to me, to you, to all beings. And we are practicing the two attitudes of Ishvara Arpana Buddhi, the attitude of may this action that I do throughout the day, right? I do this before I go out, may be an offering to the universe, may I be a contributor, and may the result that comes, like all the stimulus, pleasant and unpleasant, may I be able to receive it with prasada buddhi, with okay, this is given by God, and this is exactly what I need in order to grow. And it will show me where have I projected my security, my happiness, my love, onto something other than myself. Where have I given my power away? So in reality, when things do not go the way I want, it's the opportunity to reclaim my power. Right? Because I've been given my power away. That's why I'm upset and angry and frustrated. Because I've projected my wholeness onto something other than myself. But nothing in this universe is whole. Everything is limited by time, by space. So it has not the capacity to make me whole. Wholeness is my essential nature. Anandoham. So that was step 3. And then step 4 is we are adding, because now we have reclaimed the wisdom of the womb. And so here, for those that are in their fertile phases of their life, we in the natural fertility awareness and the womb wisdom, you have the opportunity to take your temperature before you get out of the bed, so that you know when you're fertile and when you're infertile. So you can engage in conscious way in your intimacy, in lovemaking, and be aware when you are able to conceive and when not. So I said a lot about it yesterday. I'm not going to go more into it. And for those that are men and do not have a physical womb, we can also do this step. Like we also learned this mudra, this Yoni Mudra that we place over the womb. And men who do not have a womb, you can connect to the universal womb and to the womb of your mother and to your own womb of creation. Like you also come from a womb. And we all exist in the golden womb, Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha means the golden womb, is the womb of the Great Mother. And so we are all children of the Great Mother. And so then you can also in that moment honor the Great Mother, yeah, and your creation, your creative capacity, so that your creation, your contribution comes from love, like comes from a nourished place. So that was step number 4. And so now I hope this helped. And Theo is sharing here how it has been. I don't have a thermometer at home right now, so I'm simply Ditta Mudra. Yes, great. Like I also at the moment, I'm actually not doing the thermometer thing either at the moment. I don't have a committed partnership right now, so doesn't mean I'm not gonna. I could still make love and all of that, but I don't have it right now. And so at the moment, I'm also not taking my temperature. But then we can just do the mudra, like if you want this simple Yoni Mudra, place it over the womb, connect to the womb, the cosmic womb, so that we are in touch with our genitals, right? That's what it ultimately comes down to. There is an infinite well, a portal, a cauldron, a vessel. There is a infinite wisdom right here, our body's wisdom, that is ever available to us. And then we take that moment in the morning to connect to it, before we even get out of the bed. So then, I invoke Parvati's fertile creativity. It's so sacred and profound to invoke all these divine forces each moment, each morning. Yes, and so wonderful to hear. So happy to hear. And remember, like, it feels a lot right now when we maybe listen to each step. Like each step can be unfolded for a whole week, a whole year. There's so much depth. But we are now doing this, and you just apply what feels right for you. Even just a one moment, anandoham, yoga kshemaiti prana panayoho. I invoke that my actions are sanctified. I invoke the creative force of the Great Mother. Boom, you get out of the bed. Like this was taking 2 seconds. So it doesn't have to take so long. And then Sarah is saying, Om, these rituals and your sharings are so appreciated. A lot of interesting topics and questions are popping up. Great, that's wonderful. We want all these questions to come up. That's great. Rebecca, I'm following in my heart. I have the first 2 rituals woven into my mornings. Yay, amazing. Yes, Cornwall. Rebecca knows it. Sarah says, Liquid, welcome back. So good you're here. If we are in a certain situation, for example, with your kids or work, and we feel now we would need something else, what do you recommend in this moment to remember us about gratitude for what is? If we are in a certain situation, for example, with our kids, you mean if you're with your kids in the morning and you don't have time? Is that what you mean? And then to remember gratitude, and also we will have more steps coming up where we implement that. Gayana Devi, I'm loving it. Yay! Om Devi. Sarah, and that all is given by the universe in order to grow? Yes, right. So we will do that at the altar also. There will be a step where we actually go to the altar. Dep card. Oh my goodness, what a revelation. Yes. It blows your mind, and the jaw drops, never to come up again. What? Cindy Devi says, "This is so beautiful." Beta says, "Me too, Devi. What a gift this practice." And Sarah, no, just in general. Well, in general, well, I feel like this, what we're sharing now, this is like the most, like in one way, the most simplest way to acknowledge and come to that sense of gratitude. Like then there's pujas where you sit in front of the altar and then you do the rituals, which is in one way much more elaborate, and you go out, you pick flowers, you prepare food, and that requires a lot of time, and I recommend all of us to do that. It's one of my favorite things in life, and I shared that on the first day, that's how I started doing this, with actual puja, sitting at the altar, preparing the offerings. But I think that's even harder to do, like with work and children. But you can. I have friends like Sanna and Kaya. They bring their children, and they bring their children along with what they do. They don't follow the children, like the children follow them. And then you share with them these healthy impressions. And I think, like in the bed, this is so quick to like that moment of acknowledgement of your existence, the acknowledgement of your breath, and that naturally will lead you to gratitude, because the breath is given to you, your life is given to you, that you are able to even see is given to you. We're going to get there, like the ability that you can see. And so, yeah, I hope this helps. So now, I take a deep breath. We go to number 5, Pancha. And so number 5 is actually we're getting out of the bed. We're still in the bed. Right? We've been in the bed all along now for 4 days, which then will maybe summarize to 4 seconds or 40 seconds. If you take the temperature, it will be 4 minutes probably, because the temperature would take 3 minutes to take. So then when you get out of the bed, there's two ways. I mean, there's many ways, but the 2 ways I'll introduce to you. One is the simple gesture, the simple mudra, which is basically you take the hand, and before you actually get out of the bed, but like in our culture we have high beds. In Earth culture, usually the beds were lower, like because you want to be close sleeping to the ground. So it's easier to take the hand and place the hand on the ground, and you say, "Oh, Mother Earth," or Pachamama, Bhūmi Devi, Gaia Sophia, the Great Mother, like I touch you with gratitude, with reverence, and then you touch the earth, and then you bless your forehead, and with this we ask, please bless me, please protect me. And what I also like to do is, like, I touch my forehead, I touch my throat, I touch my heart. This is like the long version. Touch the solar plexus, touch the womb or the genitals, because I want her to protect all these areas. Like I want her to protect my thoughts, my words, my emotions, my will, my sacred creative force. So that's the simple gesture. Hand on the earth. I say thank you, Mother, like that you are here, that I can walk upon you, that I can step upon you, that I can dance upon you, that I can run upon you. And then you receive her blessing, and then touch your forehead or heart, or what feels good. Often I also like caress myself, take the hand and just slide it over my head for a moment. So that's the more simple mudra. And then you have the more like artistic one, where we actually take then both hands and we place them on the floor. See if I can, like this, you see? You have the hands, and then you will place it on the floor, and then what we do is we make a circle, and then this represents the circle of wholeness. May I include everyone and see everyone as whole and complete, because like everyone, that's the truth, that this is the vision of wholeness. And then I receive her blessing, and then again I touch my forehead, touch her, and then I bless the whole body, like so that I'm blessed by her. And then I offer this blessing to everyone else. So then the arms go open, and you embrace the whole universe into the heart, into Anjali Mudra, Namaste Mudra, and then it goes down into Yoni Mudra, and it goes down back to the genitals. And then again on the floor, the circle, I receive her blessing, bless my forehead, my thoughts, my whole body temple. I bless, and then I bless everyone. Like, so may nobody be afraid of me. I bless my kin, my family, the people I meet. I bring them into my heart. And connecting back into the root. So this would be the more elaborate mudra, gesture. That is called bhūmi pranam. Pranam, nam means to salute, pra means very well, bhūmi means Mother Earth. So the salutation of Mother Earth. And so we salute the Mother, our Mother, the Earth, and we ask her for her blessing. We ask her for her protection. So that's step number 5, the blessing of the earth, making the first step of the day and touching Mother Earth. And then I just want to share with you, like this is like the step, the 5 step. And then in English, if you want to say this in English, Gotta see which one is number one. There's now a little bit more. I think it's this. I offer my gratitude for this new day. As I walk with care, please protect me. So as you have that moment, like I offer my gratitude for this new day to Mother Earth, as I walk with care, because we want to walk with care. Yeah, we want to pay attention where to walk. So easy we can trip, like then we hurt our ankles. Like in the Veda we say there are no accidents, there are only incidents actually. It's because we're not paying attention, because we're somewhere else with our thoughts. If we pay attention, then we're protected, and we're taking care. We're being taken care of. And if really something happens, like then, of course, that's then the karma, and then this painful situation is something that I get to exhaust, something that is being exhausted from this life or another life that has to fructify. So I offer my gratitude for this new day. As I walk with care, please protect me. Yeah, this is the mudra. Touch Mother Earth with both hands, receive her blessing, and let your hands wander over your head. This is the mudra. Offer your blessings to the whole universe. Bring the hands together to your heart in Namaste Mudra. This is the explanation of what I shared with you. And then change the Namaste on Anjali Mudra to Yoni Mudra as you slide your hands from the heart over your Yoni or over your Lingam. And then breathe into your Yoni or Lingam for a moment, connecting to your root. That would be the mudra or the gesture. 3 times you can do, or 1 time, 3 times. In the Vedic tradition, we do 3 times so that it really goes in. Like it's 3 times is like I really mean it. And then the first time is usually always meant for myself. The second time is meant for the close surrounding. The third time is meant for everyone else. So, and then here, now we're going to learn the mantra in Sanskrit. So then we get to coordinate all of that. So you do touching, and then you chant the mantra. So the mantra is, you can repeat after me. Om, Om, bhūmi, bhūmi, bhūmi. And you see the BH means it's aspirate. There's a little puff in your heart. Ba, 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 ba. Like, and when we have this, they're called aspirate. Ba. They untie the knots from the heart. And Sanskrit is a phonetical language. And so each akshara, each syllable and letter are connected to the different nadis, different energy points in the body. And so when we properly pronounce it, then we cleanse the body-mind temple in this way. So ba is this ba, 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 ba. And then the oo has a long line on top, so it means it's a long oo. It's not oo, it's oo. Like, and you feel that also in your whole body. Bhū, bhū, bhūmi, bhūmi. So if you just call her bhūmi, like you would just say bhūmi, then it would be bhūmi. The feminine is bhūmi. But when it's in the mantra connected with devyai, it becomes a short e. So it's bhūmi, bhūmi, devyai, devyai. And a, which is e in English, is always long. Devyai, devyai. Devyai is devi, she, he, they who shine. Probably the word divine comes from the Sanskrit root div, which means to shine. Devi, Deva, Devata, the god, the goddess, that which is sacred, that which shines, is Devi, Deva, Devata. Devyai namaha. Devyai namaha. So sometimes the ha usually has a dot underneath, and here now it doesn't have a dot underneath, so that's why the a is after. So it's namaha. Namaha. Again, the namaha is strong, like it's namaha. Ha. Like the ha comes from hara. And hara means to destroy. And so we're asking, like, for all that is not mine, nama, all nama, that which does not belong to me, my pain, my suffering, please destroy it. Namaha, like take it away from me. Namaha, take it away, my pain, my suffering, my guilt tripping, my shaming, everything, my ignorance, take it away. Namaha. But namaha, it means also I welcome. Like, it's very interesting. It means please take away everything that I don't want and is not serving me any longer. But it also means nam. It comes from nam. It means to salute. I welcome. So it's both. Like, I also welcome the goddess, the God, the being as it is in whatever form it is in front of me. I welcome, welcome, welcome. Painful and pleasant, I welcome it. And then, well, go. Like, we're very used to the word welcome, but we can get used to the word well, go. Because everything that will come, it will go. That's the nature of this world. Om bhūmi devyai namaha. Om bhūmi devyai namaha. Om bhūmi devyai namaha. Let's chant it 11 times to initiate this. Om bhūmi devyai namaha. 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 Last time. Om bhūmi devyai namaha. And just enjoy the immediate effect of chanting. Notice what happens in you. And now we see if we can add the mudra, the gesture. So first the simple one, just the hand touching the ground and blessing you. So we do that 3 times. Om bhūmi devyai namaha. Om bhūmi devyai namaha. Om bhūmi devyai namaha. And now we try a little bit the more complicated. Oops. Okay. Om bhūmi devyai namaha. Om bhūmi devyai namaha. Om bhūmi devyai namaha. And now here we stay over our genital and take a moment to breathe into your root, to the base of your spine, to be centered in our base, to connect to Mother Earth, honor our sacred sthanam, our place in life. Sthana means our place in this life, on this earth. And you claim your space on this earth. It's given to you. We don't make ourselves smaller than what we are. We don't make ourselves bigger than what we are. We just are ourselves as we are here and now. And smallness and bigness, these are all relative. They have nothing to do with my essential nature. From the standpoint of I, there is no smallness, no bigness, just isness. I am, I exist, I am whole, I am complete. I belong on this earth. She's my mother. And as I walk upon her with care, foot after foot. Please protect me with every step. Please protect me with every step. One more time. Om bhūmi devyai namaha. And then whisper it. Om bhūmi devyai namaha. And then silent in your heart. Om. Simple and deep. Simplicity and depths. The Vedic tradition is all about simplicity, depths. It's called prasanna gambhiryam. Prasanna means simplicity, gambhiryam, depths. Like simple gestures, but with deep meaning. And so, again, like if the Sanskrit feels like, translate it into your mother tongue, you choose the English version that I shared with you here. Here, very simple. I offer my gratitude for this new day. As I walk with care, please protect me. That's wonderful. It's enough. So with this we conclude. How does that step feel for you? How does it land? Dektara says, thank you so much. So deep indeed. Sandra, yes, this is so deep and magic. Yes, it's one of my favorite. I love all steps, but this is definitely one of my favorite one. Yeah, I like for 15 years I've been living in Bali, and I'll be back in Bali in November, and I live like behind a huge banyan tree. So every time I go to my home, I get to walk underneath a huge banyan tree, and every time I get out of my house and get into town, I also pass the banyan tree, and it's like a 400 years old banyan tree, and I chant this mantra every time also when I'm there. So you can chant this not only when you get out of bed, but also like I chant it with that when I'm under this tree or I'm on a beautiful nature walk, and just connecting this way to the Great Mother or the trees, and establish this relationship, because that's what we want to do through these rituals, is to establish a relationship with that which cannot fail, and that's the one with God, with the Goddess. And through prayers we establish this relationship, cultivate our devotion, and then devotion brings trust, and then the trust will lead to freedom. Sarah says, I love it. Andri, lovely. Theo, it lands so magically, particularly the artistic mudra sequence. Yes. Feels like a dancing prayer. Yes, it is. So this is the prayer all temple dancers in India do before they dance. And they end every dance with this one. Favorite. Erle, so profound, so delicious. Rebecca, beautiful. Ulrika, beautiful. Astrid, hello. Great. Thank you. Wonderful. Good. So we have 5. Wonderful. But let's connect them. Anandoham, acknowledging our existence. Yoga kshema iti prana apana yoho, acknowledging our breath. And even if you just acknowledge, without the mantra, without the gesture, you don't need to do all of that. Just acknowledge, I exist. I breathe. I'm an actor. Like acknowledging that you're an actor, you're a participant in this world. Sanctifying my actions, sanctifying my creative force, my ability to create, like I'm a fertile human being. And may Mother Nature protect me. And may I walk with care. And so it also reminds me to walk with care. Pay attention. Mangalam. Okay, we're going to close here. Today is a little bit shorter, wonderful, more easy to digest. And then if we wake up tomorrow, we will meet each other for step number 6. Do you want to know what it is, step number 6? Or shall we let it be a cliffhanger? I think cliffhanger is good, no? It's like Netflix. It's all cliffhangers. Okay. Sama Sama. Rest well. Have a wonderful day, night, morning, wherever you are. Tat Tat. Ulrika's curious. Let me know in the comments what you think, which step it is. And yes, I'd love to always hear. I saw so many of you commenting and sharing your experience. Thank you. I love all your questions and sharings, and thank you for inviting your friends and all the love and notes that have come through.